Hello guys! Welcome back to Obscure FNaF merch. Last episode we touched on some, quite honestly, we touched on some of the worst FNaF merch we could possibly find. Now we're gonna be touching on a little bit more good stuff. Yeah, we're gonna talk about some more good products in this video, along with some more bad stuff, because we know that's what you really came for. So, yeah. Let's start off with these Mcfarlane sets. So, these Mcfarlane sets aren't usually talked about, and I feel like a lot of people have no idea they exist. Yeah, these are not being sold anymore, but they are basically just, play sets of the two hallways from FNaF 1. One of them comes with Chica and Freddy with blacked out eyes, and the other one comes with Bonnie and Foxy, with different facial expressions. So, yeah, these are actually pretty cool. They're pretty neat. I like all the features of them. The Foxy running feature was pretty cool, and, the detail was pretty cool on that set. And then, the wall opening was very good for displaying on the other set. And, yeah, I honestly just really like the figures, especially Freddy with the black eyes. That one's my personal favorite. But my second favorite would have to be the Bonnie with the other expression, because it looks a lot better than the original show stage Bonnie. And yeah, just not a lot bad about these things. It's just kind of, they're pretty obscure. And I'm not a big fan of how the walls are like done like that. How they're like not finished. I'm not a huge fan of that, but I think it looks decent. These are pretty cool Mcfarlane sets. They're pretty hard to get a hold of nowadays, but you probably can if you do enough searching and you're willing to pay a lot over retail. But yeah, these are pretty cool. Let's move on to the next thing. Not a lot to comment on. Next we got FNaF Monopoly. So, yes, FNaF actually had an official Monopoly. I know a lot of people know about this, but I also know that a lot of people don't know about this. So yeah, FNaF has an official Monopoly board, and it's pretty cool. It's got, different FNaF animatronics on each part of it. So, that's pretty cool. Each space, instead of properties, you buy, animatronics, which is a very cool concept. Definitely, seems a lot of similarities for FNaF AR, except for this board has more characters than FNaF AR, which is sad. Yeah, the game pieces are a Freddy plushie, a Freddy microphone, a Freddy mask, a Foxy hook, a Bonnie guitar, and a Chica cupcake. So, pretty cool game pieces. They look a little inaccurate in a few ways, but hey, they're pretty cool. And also, the cupcake is the Funko Pop design, which, not saying that the cupcake Funko Pop isn't good, because it's very good, but like, you took that design from Funko. You don't own that. That's from another company. Hasbro, you're better than this. But yeah, that's basically the FNaF Monopoly board. Nothing too interesting. Just a pretty cool little piece of FNaF merch. Then they actually made a Twisted Ones variant, which is the exact same game, except the box art has Twisted animatronics on it, and it is GameStop exclusive. So, yay! Yeah, it's basically the exact same board, no real differences, except that it does come with an extra game piece. It comes with a Freddle. I can see that they got the Nightmare animatronics mixed up with the Twisted animatronics, which I really don't blame them. The Twisted animatronics are kind of useless. Like, they were barely used. I'm not trying to be, I'm just saying. But, yeah, they kind of just blend in with the Nightmare, so I don't blame them for... And also, the Freddle piece looks pretty good. I like the blacked out eyes. Looks very creepy. So, yeah. Yeah, that's FNaF Monopoly for you. And then they also ended up making FNaF Clue, which does exist. It's FNaF Clue. What do you want me to say about it? It's FNaF Clue. But, yeah. Now let's talk about, my Emojis. You've probably seen them before. They're basically these, emoji-styled, figures and plushies Funko likes to do. And they make a bunch of different expressions for them. I actually don't mind these, honestly. I kind of think they look cool. I like the shocked expression for Bonnie, where he's got like his teeth like that. I like the Freddy expression where he's all angry, and I like Foxy's expressions too. They all look pretty good. These are actually pretty decent, surprisingly. And fun fact about these, at Toy Fair in 2016, there was actually a Toy Freddy one instead of Classic Freddy. So yeah, that would have been 3 more Toy Freddy plushies existing. But then they're replacing him with Classic Freddy, which is a little disappointing. But hey, I guess that makes a little more sense with Classic Bonnie and Classic Foxy. But yeah. And then they also made My Emoji blind bag figures. Not a lot of people seem to talk about these, probably because they're a little forgettable, but also people do actually forget about them. So yeah, the figures are significantly worse than the actual freaking, the actual plushies. They're a lot worse, but they are decent. You can tell that they designed extra characters that they obviously had plans to make a series too, but they never ended up making it, probably because they didn't sell well enough, but yeah. Next we got Freddy Pillow. This thing exists. Have fun sleeping tonight. Alright, now we got these little eye pop out kind of characters. You basically just squeeze them and their eyes will bulge out of their head. These are hilarious, okay? They made all of the main characters from FNaF besides Golden Freddy and like the puppet and Baby, but I don't think Baby existed yet. But yeah, these are great. I love these. I kind of wish I had them. I'm gonna be honest. They're just goofy, okay? I don't mind goofy merchandise like this. This is in the first wave of merch. Funko was just testing the waters and seeing what works. So, yeah, these are good. These are good, I'm gonna be honest. And they use the action figure molds, so that's another plus. So, yeah. Next we're gonna talk about posters. So, I'm sure you've seen the classic I Survived Five Nights at Freddy's posters and all those other things, and those character posters and the security breach poster. You've seen it all. But what you might have not seen is, back when FNaF merch was first starting, some of the first pieces of FNaF merch, actually, the company stole fan models. So, let me show you this poster. Does that look familiar? Does that Freddy look familiar? How about this one? Does that Bonnie look familiar? How about this one? Does that Chica look familiar? How about this one? Does that Foxy look familiar? How about this one? This one is the most blatant. This one is the most obvious. You can, like, sure, the effects and the artwork looks very appealing, but there's no denying that they definitely stole fan models when making these. There is no denying it. So, yeah. If we look at this image, these are the models that they took. There is a clear resemblance. They straight up just stole these famous fan models. I'm not sure where they got Chica's cupcake from in that one poster, but yeah, I know that I have seen that cupcake before. But yeah, they did steal these Splinks models, and it's pretty sad that this actually made it on the merch back in the day, but maybe Scott didn't know about the Splinks models, or just, I'm not sure. Maybe Scott didn't actually approve these. I don't know. These were made by Trends International back when the original wave of merch was coming out. Now Trends International is doing a much better job. They use official artwork on posters and stuff. Not original artwork anymore, which, with this style, I would have liked to see it continued with some more accurate representations of the characters, but hey, the stuff they're doing now is pretty cool. Trends International is welcome. They made this mistake back in the day, but I'm pretty sure these were canceled as soon as they realized that they stole. So, yeah. Also, before I move on, there's this Foxy model. I do recognize it in this poster. I did find an image of it online, but I cannot find out who actually made this model. So if you do know who made this model, feel free to pop a comment down below. And, yeah, but I do know that this is a fan model that they did use in this Foxy poster as well. Alright, now let's move on to puzzles. Yay! We love FNaF puzzle. Man. Yeah, so there was a Twisted Bonnie puzzle that was released at GameStop for literally no reason. Nobody asked for this. And they did Twisted Bonnie only, weirdly. Like, very, very strange. Like, I question this much, but hey, it looks pretty good. I mean, it is just the artwork on a puzzle, but like, this exists. I did see this in GameStop multiple times back when it was out. And then they also made this one. Nothing really notable about the image they used. That's a pretty commonly used piece of FNaF artwork, if that's official. But the thing about it is that it says Five Nights at Freddy's Nightmare Puzzle. Thought that was pretty funny, since there's... Why does it say Nightmare Puzzle? Just because FNAF's spooky? I don't get it. But, yeah, they also, Cloak, Markiplier's, clothing brand, actually made some FNAF puzzles, too. Here's the less exciting one, is a Golden Freddy puzzle. It's, pretty neat. It's him sitting on a security camera with the Cloak logo. Pretty decent. Not too much interesting about it, but hey, pretty cool. Then they also had this one with all the FNAF 1 cast, and it said Most Wanted, reward 100,000 fast coins hidden in plain sight. This is cool. I would love to have this on like a poster or something. This is awesome. I really wish I actually bought it, because this looks sick. This looks very cool. I'm honestly very impressed with this design. I just like this design a lot. This design's really cool. And then next, and actually last, for obscure FNAF merch, we have Freddy Slippers. So majestic in its natural habitat. Like and subscribe and turn on notifications if you like Freddy Slippers. Alright. Goodbye, guys. And